Do you have transferable skills? Now, Valerie, you're asking, what the heck are transferable skills and why would I need them? Transferable skills are actually skills that you already have. The reason you want to have transferable skills is because perhaps you're going to interview for a new department within your corporation. You're changing careers. Perhaps you have your own business, or you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. These transferable skills are what you want to use in order to elevate your next position or to begin your own business. For instance, transferable skills are the skills that you already have, your skill set, such as, are you competent with the online programs such as Excel, Microsoft Word, Google Docs? Every corporation wants these and expects these of us now. However, even if you have your own business, are you up to date with these so that you're saving money, or do you have to outsource them? If you are thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, having your own business, you want to at least know the basics of these programs. Other transferable skills: are you capable of writing copy? Can you write press releases? Can you do public speaking? Public speaking is a vital tool in a corporation in selling your business. Speaking of selling, are you capable of selling? Not everybody is good at selling. Even though I have been in sales for a gazillion years, it seems like, I do love sales, but I have to love the product that I'm selling. So these are all transferable skills that you want to think about. Digital marketing. Are you capable of all this Instagram and LinkedIn and Twitter? Digital marketing, every corporation expects you to be able to do. As a small business owner, you want to be capable also. Then again, as I mentioned, can you write copy? Press releases, they're a very common way to do marketing for a company now. There are other standalone marketing sources that people are looking for also, just plain old advertising placements. These are all transferable skills, and it's something that is super vital today because I am a huge believer in multiple sources of income. I believe this economy is not going to get any better. We're going to stick with inflation, unfortunately, for a while. And it's good to have extra money in your pocket. We really need to focus on saving anyway, so enough of that. Transferable skills. I really want you to look into this. This time of year, we start thinking about changes we want to make, improvements we want to make. Your transferable skills are your key to your next huge success. These can provide quantum leaps for you. And yes, as I mentioned, public speaking, I am going to start a mini course addressing people's fears in public speaking. They're going to be a one-on-one class. You have to register through me. It's going to be super affordable. It's only 7 lessons. You can get this done in 2 weeks if you're really driven, maybe 3 weeks if you procrastinate. Not really. Speaking of procrastinating, when you are thinking about your transferable skills, leave all the negative things out. If you're someone who's prone to procrastinate, get rid of that habit. If you're somewhat lazy, if you're somewhat inflexible, get rid of those. It's time to get rid of those old habits. You want to take some quantum leaps. This is really our time. So I will keep everybody posted in regards to my new mini course on getting rid of the fear of your public speaking. Going to be a really fun course, 1-to-1 with me. Kundalini yoga and meditation. Calm down a little. Both of these practices will keep you focused, will make you more self-aware of your skill set. How does this happen? This happens, meditation for one, keeps you focused. It calms you down. It brings clarity. Becoming self-aware through meditation and Kundalini yoga is really the key to developing your inner self. Developing your inner self is one of our transferable skills. The whole concept of developing your inner self really opens up, again, the doors to quantum leaps. Why is that? Because when you develop your inner self, you're also developing those 6 innate gifts of perception, intuition, reason, will, and memory. It's a beautiful world. It all comes together. I also believe this is so vitally important that you have your children involved with meditation and Kundalini yoga. I ran across a podcast colleague. She does homeschooling, and it made me think, well, and I sent this information to her. I let her know that I really believe children should be involved in learning how to be calm and more self-aware as youngsters. Look, guys, folks, they're going to be our new world leaders. We really want to get them started on all this woo-woo, Kundalini yoga, and meditation at a young age. Plus, it'll bring really calmness and serenity to your house. When you have these virtual classes with your children, you can put them right in front of their iPad, their laptop, their computer. They will learn amazing skills, and your house will have this beautiful sense of serenity and calm. I was telling her about this. She told me she homeschools, and she wanted the link. So this brought up a really wonderful idea for me. For those of you who are homeschooling, check out the virtual Kundalini yoga classes I have on my podcast details for yoga, for the meditation and the Kundalini yoga. Wine. It's the holidays. I am bringing back my food and wine pairing. Now, Thanksgiving is next week. I would buy the wine now because you already know what food you're going to make. The situation with Americans is our food is very heavy, and we have a lot of it on Thanksgiving Day. Most people tend to buy heavy wines to pair with American food on Thanksgiving. That is a huge mistake. The reason being, our foods have a lot of fat in them. Therefore, when you go for the high alcohol wines like a Zinfandel or a big Napa Valley Cab, you're killing the food, you're killing the wine. I want you to back up and think more of an elegant style of wine. For instance, I love ZD Chardonnay. It's not that, it's a rich wine, but it's not buttery and oaky. You don't want buttery and oaky. Just stop already with this nonsense. So many producers are not even making buttery and oaky wines any longer. So quit. Move into the new world of racy and clean and vibrant Chardonnays. You also want a Sauvignon Blanc. Any of them, because they don't get oaky and buttery. You want to open with an aperitif. I strongly suggest New York ciders, hard ciders. Angry Orchard you can probably find anywhere, and it is the best. You can also find non-alcoholic wines now and non-alcoholic hard ciders, but they're not going to be hard cider, obviously. So look for those also. Be sure to have non-alcoholic beverages on hand. I do like the idea of having things that look like cocktails for those people who are entering sobriety or they're the designated driver. Serve them in wine glasses, serve them in cocktail glasses, make them look like they are having a mocktail, is what we call them in the industry. Therefore, let's return to your wine selections. You want Rieslings. Again, you could, all these are on the podcast details. So you want a beautiful American Riesling from the Finger Lakes. Herman Wiemer has been around for ages, Dr. Frank. You could use a Pinot Noir from Dr. Frank or Herman Wiemer, because their Pinot Noirs are not that juicy, plump, over-the-top, mass-produced. I'm not going to name the wines that would be so inappropriate for Thanksgiving. You see them everywhere. Use a little time and go to some of your independent stores like Fourth and Vine in St. Petersburg, American Spirits. Vino Simpatico has a nice selection. There are lots of little stores that you can go to. Mazzaro's is great, but God, go this weekend or go soon because it'll be a mess next week. I have lots and lots of suggestions. It's a very long paragraph this time in the wine selection. Remember, this is what's really key. Stop going by these ratings. You don't go in and say, oh, I need a 95-point wine because I'm having this heritage turkey and beautiful mashed potatoes are all purple and everything's roasted. And no, you want to have really clean and racy, complex wines, but not the kind of wines that are going to kill your food and then the food's going to kill the wine. Enough of that. Check out the details. To wrap this up, your transferable skills are worth their weight in gold. Therefore, spend some time over the holidays or the beginning of next year to sharpen those tools in your toolbox. You will be taking quantum leaps when you do this. Kundalini yoga, meditation, so important for your kids, but this is also important for you to gain clarity and self-awareness for who you are and where you want to go in 2023. Have a great Thanksgiving. Check out my details in the podcast about food and wine pairing. It's really important you learn how to do this because you're not getting the full essence if you don't understand how to pair food and wine. It's an elevated experience. I'm Valerie Hale. I create this podcast every Wednesday to help people create a blueprint for the life they deserve. It's fee-based service. Send me an email, reach me on Instagram. I'm here to help. Merci et au revoir.